Like, what in the gay Paddington is she wearing?
Oh my god, this whole outfit, you're so right.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, everyone, to And Just Like Yap. I am Andy.
I'm Caroline.
And we are back with another Sex and the City original series recap with a guest that we are so excited about. Comedian, writer, based in LA. One of my favorite comedians who I worked with several times in Chicago. We're so excited to have him here. John Loos, welcome to And Just Like Yap.
Hi, thanks so much for having me. Cheers.
Thank you for being here. First and foremost, talk to us about your relationship to Sex and the City.
Well, I came to the series in a kind of unusual way. So a little bit of John Loos lore. My senior year of college, I was in the closet and I was very active on an Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, and Tonys message board.
Of course.
And there I met a man who lived in beautiful Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Oh my God.
And so after I graduated, I moved out to live with him. And I went from basically zero, like virgin, to housewife in the suburbs in like 2 seconds.
Incredible.
Oh my God.
Living in his condo in Rancho Cucamonga. And for the first few months I was there, I did not have a job. About 2 months after I got there, he left for a conference for a week. So I was alone in his condo for a week with no car, no one to like hang out with, like no job.
You were Kip in Heated Rivalry.
Yes, exactly. And so it was like day 2 where I was like, I would look for jobs and I'd like try to find work and then just kind of like watch TV. And then I noticed he had the entire series of Sex and the City on DVD.
Was it the big...
The pink?
It was the plastic one.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And so I started watching Sex and the City. I just like would get up in the morning, I would have breakfast, I would look for jobs, and then sometime in the afternoon I would just start watching Sex and the City. So I watched the entire series in a week, basically, like all 4 episodes. I don't recommend watching it that way because I became so invested, and he came home during the 2-part finale.
Oh, God.
I distinctly remember sitting on the bed, watching Carrie on the bed in Paris. You know, like she's in a foreign land with someone she's not in love with. And I was like, I'm in Rancho Cucamonga. I don't know if I'm in love with this guy. Having this amazing epiphany moment.
What a crazy story. Still to this day, we'll be watching an episode preparing for, one of these recaps, and Caroline will be like, this episode is exactly what's happening in my life right now. So
yeah, like I was literally like, I am Carrie.
I know, which I think, okay, that leads into, who in the extended universe, it can be the 4 girls, doesn't have to be the 4 girls, who do you feel like you align with?
I don't want to say Bunny MacDougal, but...
It's an incredible answer, though.
We haven't had any bunnies yet, so that's...
We haven't.
I don't think I'm like her, but I identify somewhat with her as being like, an older, elegant woman.
And why would you say that you chose this episode in particular? Which, by the way, everyone, we are going to be recapping the season 5 premiere, season 5, episode 1, Anchors Away.
Couple reasons. 1, it has a lot of hot sailors.
Mm-hmm.
2, it is the first episode filmed after 9/11 because it's one of those like love letter to the city episodes, and it's also I think interesting because it's later in the series and they're all single in some way or another, which is rare. So it's kind of them all like resetting their romantic relationships and again, hot sailors.
We just recently recapped I Heart NY, which was the season 4 finale, so it makes a lot of sense that now we're visiting this. Let's hop right into it. When we open the episode, Carrie is seeing a French film called Joy for Two at the Paris. And she, right before this, is like Mary Tyler Moore twirling around New York. She does a lot of twirling around New York in this episode. She's dressed all in pink and she's really just feeling herself and is in a great mood. And she's like, Joy for two, for one. And she is having just a classic perfect New York night, eating her Whoppers.
No one eats Whoppers like that. No one eats, like, by the mouthful, like, pouring them down the gullet.
Her reactions while watching this movie are like a bad extra. She is acting while she's watching this movie.
I know, she's so animated about it.
Sarah, a little bit less this time. A little bit less.
And then we head inevitably to brunch with the girls, and Samantha is still hung up on catching Richard eating another woman's pussy, which she, of course, as always, Samantha just says out loud in public. But this time, there is a baby present, and of course Charlotte is very scandalized by that. And one of the, I believe, 3 different babies in this episode playing Brady, if my continuity check is correct, is there, smiley as ever. And Miranda, of course, immediately is like, no, nothing has to be different. Just think of it as a big purse. Like, don't worry about it. As we are, people who are past the age of 30 now and, have friends who have babies and whatnot. Have either of you, like, had this experience of, like, the dynamics changing because there's a baby in the mix now at brunch, or not so much?
Oh, yeah. Like, I thought this was actually kind of perfect because I feel like that is their inclination, especially in the first baby, to be like, oh, everything's the same. We're the same. Like, we're going to go out. We're going to go to the brewery. But then it's all talk about the baby. It's all talk about, like, the mother-in-law. It's all about, like, the...
Yeah.
So you're just like, okay, and then also my life.
Charlotte then is like, so what did you do last night? And she is, again, scandalized that Carrie has taken herself out alone for date night because why would you ever...
I'm going to the movies by myself when we're done recording. Like, who expects to go to the movies by yourself? I can't wait to see Mother Mary at 4 p.m. by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Charlotte's Charlotte. She's gonna Charlotte. And then Carrie, of course, because she's having this, like, I don't know, break with reality that she's cool with her single life, is like, the city is your date. Everything's fine when you're dating the city.
Have you seen the documentary, So I Married the Eiffel Tower?
No.
Oh my gosh. It's on YouTube somewhere. It's about objectphilia. It's about people who marry objects. And a woman got married to the Eiffel Tower because she was in love with it and sexually attracted to it. Anyway.
Wait, what object would everyone marry?
Well, there was a woman who was in love with, like, a decommissioned fairground ride. There was an archer. She's like a professional archer, and she was, like, divorced from her bow, like her literal bow and arrow. Yeah, it's a real thing.
I would marry a cheeseburger, but then I don't know if that
eat it.
I know. Meanwhile, Samantha is like, I don't care what everyone else is talking about. I just want you to hear Richard's tone on my machine. This is like a rare version of Samantha that we don't really see, which is she's being the one who's obsessing about a guy and the other 4 aren't.
I think this is the anxious attachment coming through. I think she has kept it, like, under wraps. I think she's actually anxiously attached.
No, I 100% agree. She's always been the person who wants to be in control of how the relationship ends, and she didn't get to control how this ends. So I think that's bringing out her neuroses.
That's very astute. Charlotte, weirdly, is the one that's like, you need to end this, you need to cut it off. But then, of course, she goes into Charlotte land of, like, the reason you need to cut it off isn't, so you can, like, move on with your life and be mentally healthy. It's because you only get 2 great loves in your life, which is something that she read in a magazine. And, of course, Miranda steps in to be like, was it in Convenient Theories for You Monthly? Because last year when you were married, you thought you only had 1 great love, but now conveniently it's 2 because the first one didn't work out. How do we feel about this, theory that Charlotte read in a magazine?
Well, first of all, like, I just love Charlotte's, like, she's a total anti-vax brain of, like, she'll believe whatever the next thing she reads is.
Yes, absolutely.
2, it seems like such a arbitrary number. Like, why not 5 or why not 0? Like, no, I don't believe it.
I don't either. It doesn't account for my favorite version of love before, I actually, like, found a person who was right for me, which is limerence, which I really thought I was in love with a lot of people, but it was mostly that I was in love with a romantic story that I was making up in my head. So
yeah, like there's a dashing prince in Rancho Cucamonga that's going to Oh yeah, I'm familiar with that.
I feel like we haven't addressed that story. You said you met him on a message board?
So it still exists. It's part of the LA Times now. It's called Gold Derby. It's Oscars, Emmys.
Yeah. Very familiar.
Grammys. Back then it was just like a little like tiny message board.
Caroline, you need to get off Hinge and get on Gold Derby.
I'm off Hinge. We're off Hinge. But Gold Derby is great.
They had private messages on there. So then, one thing led to another. And yeah, he was like my whole catalyst for coming out to my family. Like I met a guy in Rancho Cucamonga. I'm going to go live with him.
What Oscars was this?
We started talking, it would have been 2004, 2005. So that would have been like $1 Million Baby.
$1 Million Baby? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I was his $1 million baby, I guess.
Yeah, you were.
Except I had $70 in my bank account.
Anyway, the girls are still upset about Charlotte bringing up this ridiculous theory that you only get 2 great loves in your life, and Carrie has one of her classic, like, way to take the edge off a club sandwich.
The way that they have Carrie talking this season and dressed, I have a theory now, rewatching this premiere. Is she in the 1940s and everyone else is in 2002?
It does feel that way. I mean, the train episode, like, they reference Some Like It Hot. This is I have to say, my least favorite of Carrie's haircuts. I really don't like this on her.
It looks like a better wig that she has on backwards. I can't explain it.
Yeah, like it's real human hair and she paid a lot for it, but then she put it on backwards.
She put it on backwards.
The hair, I think, has definitely heightened her, like, oh, I'm Carrie, I got lots of pithy jokes, look at my club sandwich, kind of like. Anyway, we're still talking about whether or not these girls have had these great loves, and Carrie's like, well, what about Steve? And Miranda's like, Steve's a friend, he's not a core shaker.
Ugh, disrespect.
And then Charlotte's carrying on is like, yeah, well, and Carrie's are obviously Aiden and Big. And we all realize that she just said 2 things. And Carrie's like, yes, and according to you, that's it. I'm done. Here lies Carrie. She had 2 great loves and a lot of shoes. That's the end. And Charlotte admits, like, no, it was dumb. It was just an article I read at the dentist. I'm like, you should have thought about that before you opened your mouth, Charlotte. Moving on, we are post brunch, and we spot our first sailors. Yeah,
thank God.
The reason for the season. And Samantha says seaman 12 o'clock, and of course Miranda is like, I pray when I turn around that she is referring to sailors because you just don't know. And Fleet Week has begun, and there they are. I assume this is what the actual uniform of sailors is, but boy, do these guys look like they are in the chorus of Anything Goes. Like,
yeah. I also read this. Fleet Week is normally in May, and this episode's in the fall.
Willing suspension of disbelief.
I know.
All the people watching this be like, hey, that's not when all the sailors are in town. I had never in my life heard of Fleet Week before I watched this episode. Were either of you familiar?
No, I was not. This was my first introduction. And then ever since I've seen that episode, I'm like, I wonder if it's going to be Fleet Week when I'm in New York.
John, it's coming up in May, so you could get it on the calendar and maybe.
Okay,
maybe
all right. I'm going to look into flights.
Samantha's really excited. She's about to run up to the boys and find out when the big party is. And Carrie, she says, if you really want to do your patriotic duty, we're going to go like shopping and go to Barney's and spend some money. All the girls are in except Miranda, who says she forgot the snuggly. What does that mean? Is that like the thing you use to wear the baby?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm a 43-year-old gay man with a complete aversion to children, so.
Yeah, it is the baby accessory thing that you're wearing them.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Poor Miranda. And this really made me sad. This is kind of a mean Samantha moment. She is like so excited to offload Miranda and Brady and is like, let's get you a cab home. And in the same breath hails a cab and just shoves Miranda into it. And she heads home, and now we have Magda.
Oh.
We are big Magda fans.
Huge
on this
Magda
podcast.
fan.
Oh, love Magda. We find out that Steve is here against Miranda's wishes and is eating a sandwich. And Miranda's like, where did you get a sandwich? Looks over at Magda and she just like quickly wipes the window.
I love that they dress Steve in this scene like he's like a 6-year-old boy.
I know.
He actually looks like Steve from Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues.
Yes. That's what it was. Yes.
I did not put that together until now.
Yeah, to like heighten the idea that like he's just a burden and another exhausting thing that Miranda has to deal with, even though he's the sweetest.
And he's trying. He's actively like wanting to be involved.
Sweet Steve. And then I just love this shot. Like, look how sweet this man is. And of course, yeah, as you said, Miranda's like, you can't be here right now. Like, there's a whole schedule going on. I don't want your help. Please leave. Meanwhile, back at York headquarters, Charlotte has changed. Charlotte has made her defiant act, meaningful act of just changing her name on the door from MacDougal to York. So we are now at Sushi Samba, and we have this iconic moment where Richard is like, in a wildly optimistic gesture, I ordered you a dirty martini. And Samantha, first of all, struts in looking incredible.
This is hot.
Says nothing to him other than dirty martini, dirty bastard, and then splashes it right in his face. Have either of you ever thrown a drink in someone's face?
Oh no, but I would love to.
Fantasized.
Same.
High on my list.
Fantasized.
Carrie is similar to us, like, oh my God, I've always wanted to throw a drink in someone's face. How did it feel? Samantha is at her office. We never see Samantha actually like doing work in her office.
No.
Samantha is at her office tearing up like press clippings of Richard. And she's like, it felt good, but it wasn't enough. I need to continue to hurt him. He's toxic. And of course, Carrie takes the opportunity to make this amazing joke. So he's man threat.
Best worst pun.
I know.
Of the episode.
I know.
So
Michael
bad.
Patrick King is so proud of himself for this one.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm just imagining him like in the writer's room. Anthrax is written on the board. He's just like looking at it. Yeah. And he's like, oh, he takes a marker and he like puts an M in front of it. And everybody
cheers.
Yeah.
Everyone cheers. So Carrie is like trying to reason with Samantha of like, look, maybe you should give Richard another chance. Like, Aiden gave me another chance. And then she takes 1 second and has the thought that every single viewer watching this is watching and just like, and look how well that turned out. So we see that Samantha is continuing to now shred press clippings of Richard Wright. Carrie shows up at Miranda's apartment with sweet treats. Carrie like making a whole meal out of entering someone's threshold.
Who the
like
fuck enters an apartment like this?
I know.
This is right up there with like when she's got the whip between her teeth. But of course, Carrie is greeted with Lena, the silent baby nurse, who is not at all amused by any of this. So Carrie comes in and Miranda's like, I'm trying to get Brady to eat, but he's not eating. And Carrie makes a horrible joke. Perhaps he's anorexic. Fortunately, Miranda completely misses this joke because she's so concerned with Brady. And is like, he's not, again, different baby. This is not the baby from the beginning.
Yeah.
Completely different baby.
But yeah, so Miranda is describing to Carrie what the problem is, which is that Brady's not latching. So Miranda's got her boob out and she's got the breastfeeding bra where she just like flaps it down, and Carrie is completely scandalized by this.
The most asexual sex columnist that has ever existed.
Correct. So Carrie's completely upset about the breasts. We get to like the nitty gritty, which is Miranda is really upset about how Samantha put her in the cab, which it was really aggressive. So I understand. And Miranda's really sad. She's like, I really don't want things to change this much. Like, my friendships are important to me. I mean, the whole theme of this show is that your friends are your chosen family. Miranda's like, can you believe the size of my nipples? And I love this. Carrie, I'm going to have to go find some sort of trauma counseling.
I mean, I'll say the first time you're around a friend when they're breastfeeding, it is like an adjustment because you're just like, oh, I'm not used to your boobs being out like this. Oh, this is different. Where am I looking? Where's my eye line?
Yeah. In general, spending time with like people and their babies. Like just yesterday, I was visiting a friend who just had a baby, and like she was out of the room, like making him a bottle, and he spit up, and I was like, am I supposed to, what do you need?
Yeah, I have a deep urge whenever I'm around a child or a baby just to be like, go up to him and just be like, I don't know how to help you.
I don't know how to talk to you.
I don't know how to talk to you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to entertain you. I don't know how to help you if something goes wrong. So it's best we just kind of avoid each other.
The last time I was home, like my best friend from childhood, I was like meeting her second child, but she had to go to the bathroom. So I was like alone in the room with him, and like he was just as awkward as I was. Like we literally both just kind of stood there, and like the energy in the room was like, so how do you know Lauren? Like it was...
This is my mother. I came out of her.
So the baby finally latches, and Miranda's like, okay, cool, we can hang out. And then, of course, Carrie's like, nope, I'm leaving.
I have to say, this is probably my favorite part of the episode is the moment just before this where Carrie is like, Miranda's apologizing and Carrie's like, it's not a big deal. It's just words. I'm just talking. One, it was very sweet on Carrie's part, but also I think it's like subtly self-aware of Carrie of like most of what Carrie says is so frivolous.
It's true.
She is just yapping. Like she is just talking. Yeah. So I really love that moment.
And then this is such a sweet moment. She was like, Miranda, you're a mom now. You can like be alone with your baby and like breastfeed and like I'll let you just like have this moment, but it's okay. I'm not going to tell anybody.
And I think it's this thing too with Miranda. She doesn't know how to accept help. She's used to doing it all by herself. Having now this new person in the world, it's like, oh, maybe she does need help. Like maybe she does need Carrie. She does need but she doesn't know how to ask for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Miranda's like, so you're going on a hot date with your city, huh? And Carrie's like, see, you listened. We had the witty repartee. Carrie's ready to marry Tyler Moore out of here.
She's going to get to second base with the Chrysler Building.
Get finger banged by Battery Park.
Oh my God. Meanwhile, we head to Charlotte and
we
Anthony.
haven't had Anthony on an episode yet, I don't think.
I think you might be right about that.
Yeah.
Anthony's checking out the sailors on the street and is like, he is cute with a capital Yahoot. And Charlotte's like, no way, he's a sailor. By the way, this hat, I'm sure that it's like a brand name and very expensive, but it is so fucking ugly.
Like, what in the gay Paddington is she wearing?
Oh my God, this whole outfit, you're so right.
Oh my God. It's so true.
So Anthony is encouraging Charlotte, like, you need to put an end to that, quote, Park Avenue pink shirt flaccid PP mojo. And of course, Charlotte is like, I'm not looking to like just fuck a sailor and move on. Like, I want something else. And he was like, well, when's the last time you had sex? And she was like, well, when's the last time you had sex? And 10:30 today at the gym.
They did their research. Writers did their research on that line.
I do, if you're comfortable expanding on that, I have always been curious. So, like, that really is what gay gym culture is like? That sex is just an option?
Depends on the gym. Like, not
Okay.
real sex. It's more like, go into the showers and then, oh, there's someone across from me in the shower. Oh, we'll make eyes.
Heated rivalry.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I just, whenever that comes up in a show, I'm like, I'm too hetero woman to know if this is like an exaggeration or accurate.
I also loved his line right when he was like, they were talking about movie options, and he was like, anything with Josh Hartnett. I was like, me too.
I
at
know.
This time. And
Oh,
yeah. Josh Hartnett was everything at this time. He was
Pearl Harbor. Speaking of,
yeah. It all ties back.
It all comes back. Yeah.
That's how solid the writing is.
Titanic and this, where there's uncomfortable like nude scenes when I was like 8 and 11. I was like, yeah, these are like not the movies to see with your parents at that age. You're like, I barely know what my breasts are, and now I'm having to like experience this next to a parent.
That's one of the
Experiencing
worst.
breasts with a parent, yes.
Meanwhile, we got to
Miranda Bailey.
Yes, from Grey's Anatomy. I love this scene so much. The next way that Samantha has chosen to hurt Richard Wright is to paper the neighborhood. And the cop pulls up and she's like, ma'am, it's against city law to deface public property. Samantha shares why she's doing this. The cop takes a beat and just says, carry on. It's so good. And Samantha, I just love this shot, like live, laugh, lovin' in the debris of her relationship. It's just incredible. Although, like, what is that shirt? Like, that's a lot of like buttons.
Those are buttons. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that era that we loved buttons.
This was a time. Carrie is having a horrible day.
Can you send me that image? Because I want to use that. That sums up my life most of the time.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, Carrie's having a rough day. Her skirt's flying up in the breeze and not in like a fun Marilyn Monroe way. She finds out the Guggenheim is closed on Thursdays.
Called.
Yeah. The internet was around at this time, if I'm correct.
This is also the worst line in the episode where I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's like, museums like men are closed sometimes.
Yes. I know. Like, great parallel, Carrie. Good writing. Thank you.
I know.
So she screams when her skirt goes up. She screams when she realizes the Guggenheim is closed. And then she screams immediately when it starts raining. Imagine the other people on the street that are like, would this woman just shut the fuck? Like, why is she screaming bloody murder at, like, vague inconveniences? So it starts raining. Carrie's having a horrible day, but she thinks she's about to have this great meet cute under an awning.
This is so deeply unhinged, this whole scene.
She's like, if this were a French movie, we'd fall in love and get married. And she's like, but I don't want to marry you. Listen, we just met. Let's wait 5 minutes. Like, she just loses her mind and becomes completely detached from reality. And she's like, seriously, no. Like, I was engaged last year, and if I didn't want to marry that guy, gone. It's like, no, I'd rather be in the rain than keep talking with this woman. She ends up at a diner coffee shop, and the guy at the front is just screaming at her that singles need to go to the counter, even though she wanted a table. And then we get, this character is amazing to me. Like, just iconic. Like,
she looks like Carole King.
It's 2-time Academy Award nominee Sylvia Miles.
It is? Oh my God.
Yeah, she was nominated for Midnight Cowboy, another movie, Farewell My Love, I think, in the 70s.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Legend.
Yeah, so Carrie sits down next to her and is trying to get dry with the diner napkins. And she's like, I come here all the time. They know me. We single gals got to have a port in the store. I love it. And her beret with her hat pin, like, I love this woman.
Yeah, Bunny MacDougal is too proper and too, like, uptight for me. Like, this is more future John right here. Like,
You're lived in.
Yeah, alone at a diner with lithium, like...
On a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I'll have what she's having.
I know, seriously. I know. This is so good. She puts 2 pills on a dish and just starts crushing them. Lithium, I like to sprinkle it on my ice cream. She asked Carrie if she's ever tried it, as if it's like a thing that people would have tried. And Carrie's like, nope, can't say that I have. And then somehow this woman, because she is like Carrie's sleep paralysis demon, ends up saying to her exactly the wrong thing that Carrie did not need to hear right now. The last time she was in a relationship was 1982 with a guy named Morty. And she left because she thought somebody better would come along, and never happened. Nobody better did come along.
Okay, but don't let that scare you into settling. Just because Morty was the last one, that doesn't mean you need to stick with Morty.
It's true. It's true. You're not
This
wrong.
is why I could never identify with Carrie, I think, because she looks at this woman as, like, the ghost of Christmas future, of, like,
yes,
this is going to be my fate if I don't get my relationships together. For me, I'm like, this is amazing. Like, how did you do it? I want to be you.
Yeah, yes, exactly. Exactly. Like, did you kill Morty? Like, what's
going on there?
I know. Or at the very least, if you end up sitting next to this woman at a diner, realize how lucky you are to be in the presence of an icon.
Mm-hmm. Like, she definitely was roommates with the bird lady from Home Alone 2. Like, they definitely are sisters.
This is one of, to me, the most iconic lines in all of television. She takes a bite of her lithium ice cream and goes, "Oh, I love this!" I think about this line, I don't know, probably at least 3 times a week, because anytime I'm like having an experience, which is usually related to eating, to be honest, I always in my head am like, oh, I love this.
Also, she probably has this experience like every day, but she's this excited about it every time.
We can't see it like out of frame, but I know there's like 5 TJ Maxx bags from her sitting at the counter that we can't see. I feel their presence, and they're like crammed with throw pillows. There's a couple of candles. Like, I know this woman wreaks havoc in a Home Goods.
Let's do this. This is a fun activity. Let's build out this woman's world. What other if these things are true, what else is true about
Well, the
this
thing, yes, she has those bags, and she's not homeless, but she always has those bags.
She always has them, yeah.
Like, she takes the throw pillows and candles with her everywhere.
Absolutely.
She's got the used Kleenex, like, in her pockets. So they're
Sleeve.
always, it's like, yeah, there's always, like, one.
She definitely was at one of, like, Andy Warhol's parties.
Yeah.
In the 60s, 70s. Probably, like, watched a model overdose.
This woman has seen someone die, whether it be her husband or someone else.
Yeah.
She has seen death, and she was not very bothered by it. She was
not impressed.
Yeah.
We love her. We love her so. And yeah, so Carrie concludes that the two great loves of this woman were a man named Morty and lithium-laced ice cream. You could do worse, Carrie. You could do worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Carrie is finally admitting that she and New York City don't have a perfect relationship. She's trying to hail a cab. It's not going very well. She finally manages to get a cab. And here is Louis Leroy, who is one of the Navy men who is out and about in his little sailor suit. And he invites her to the big Navy party tonight. And Carrie smiles, beams to the heavens. Okay, so the gals are out on the town.
One thing I love about this scene, and it happened in the Paddington scene as well, but like you see like real people in the background of the shot. That's one of my favorite things that happens in movies when they film in New York is like, because they can't take off the whole street, you know? So like the tourists just like stand and gawk. I always love that.
Also, on the left here, I just want to mention, you can see part of Barcode, which is the bar that Carrie goes to in Hot Child in the City with Power Lad.
Oh, funny!
Yeah, ghosts of episodes past. Charlotte asks how long, the longest the girls have gone without having sex, and reveals that it's been 6 months for her, which then causes Samantha to trip. And then she has another surprising line and says, I'm gonna have sex with a sailor tonight. And Samantha trips again after that line, and then immediately is like, maybe that whole thing about like two great loves was bullshit. And then they both trip at the same time, because rule of threes.
Classic.
If you're gonna do a pratfall, you gotta do it 3 times.
She's also dressed like, I can't tell if it's like a funeral or a nightgown.
Yeah.
She's dressed kind of like what I imagine Barbra Streisand dresses like when she goes to bed.
Or when she goes to her mall in the basement.
Yes.
It's so refreshing to be talking to two people who know exactly what that means immediately.
They need to turn her whole estate into a museum after she dies. Like,
they really
the public
do.
needs to see it.
There's nothing worse than being around like a heterosexual man and you mention Barbra Streisand's basement mall and they're like, what? You're like, I can't fucking talk to you. So we get to the big Navy party and we are surrounded by all of the men who are about to dance with Reno Sweeney in Anything Goes.
Or Sutton Foster.
Or Sutton Foster. They're about to do the big tap number. I know that this is outside of the realm of Sex and the City, but like a choreographed dance number would have pleased me.
Yeah. Honestly, if Samantha had started singing "Times Have Changed," I would have bought into it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why the hell not? So they all lose each other immediately. Meanwhile, oh my God, this is so horrifying. I didn't know this about babies, but their like umbilical cord stump has to dry out and then fall off.
I thought that happened like a couple hours after they got born. I didn't realize it happened like weeks after they got
Apparently
born.
it's weeks. I looked this up, but like the cat immediately takes it and runs away with it, thinking it's like some kind of toy or treat. So she calls Steve over and Steve comes to the rescue, and Miranda is like screaming down the hallway about like Lena not helping her, which I'm like, you know what? Nobody could have been prepared for this. Meanwhile, Fatty the cat is playing with the umbilical cord stump, and Miranda is like, help me, it's gross. And Steve comes to the rescue. Look how satisfied, look how happy he is to be of service. So yeah, we take care of that absolutely horrifying situation. As a dog owner, John, have Pearl or Barb ever gotten anything into the house that you were like, why did you take that in your mouth?
Twice Barb brought dead mice to our bed.
No.
Because she likes to bring toys to the bed when we go to bed. And twice, when she was younger, like 2, she caught mice and brought them to the bed. So it was like, and like rip the sheets off. Like, we have to wash everything now.
Oh no. Yeah, so we're back at the Navy party, and Carrie is like trying to flirt with this man and is like, this party is like the Bermuda Triangle for women. I can't find my friends. This guy immediately tells Carrie that
that's a gay man.
Her. Yeah.
That's a gay man.
A gay man.
Yes, 100%.
He's like, I see a mother. That's my mother.
Yeah. Mother!
Yes, mama!
Navy boots. Yeah. So he tells Carrie that he reminds her of his mother, and she just goes, bye-bye. Meanwhile, Samantha's having the time of her life. She's already got somebody's sailor hat on and is saying, nice dickie. Of course she is. And Charlotte finds this fucking guy. who came right off his responsibilities on a naval ship to ask Charlotte to see her tits. And she does, because she's trying to say yes to maybe making something happen tonight. Meanwhile, Carrie walks up right away and is like, ah! And Charlotte decides that she's not going to sleep with this guy. She just wants to talk, but she feels that showing her boob to a relative stranger has bought her at least a little more time from being ridiculed by Anthony for not having sex. Carrie reports this back to Samantha, and Samantha, of course, is thrilled. And it's like, I'm really starting to have a newfound respect for that girl, just showing her boobs. Carrie jokingly is like, God, I've seen everyone's nipples today. Like, why don't we just cap it off and you show me yours? And of course, Samantha.
I hope Kim Cattrall got paid so much for that. Like,
I
know. Here we have Popeye the Sailor Man.
An officer and a gentleman.
Look, I don't know anything about the Navy, okay? This is what I know. Everybody cheers, of course, and Samantha's like, that ought to hook me a sailor. And Carrie this has really dispelled any excitement that she had and is like, I was right, this ship has sailed for me. Unfortunately, I'm still on it. I gotta go. And then I love this keep an eye on Boom Boom. Up there doing her peep show. But then Lewis shows up and he's like, I just wanted to dance.
I came from Louisiana to dance with a New York City girl.
Tennessee Williams couldn't have written it better, you know?
Just wanted to dance with a girl with a shake and go wig.
Samantha is like Sebastian and Kiss the Girl and like pushes Carrie towards Lewis. They have a very sexy dance to a cover of Can't Get Next to You. Meanwhile, Samantha sneaks upstairs to continue obsessing about Richard and is replaying this voicemail over and over and over again. Been there.
It's a tough place to be in.
Meanwhile, out back, Lewis from Louisiana and Carrie are having a moment. And do we feel like Lewis from Louisiana walked so that Louise from St. Louis in the movies could run?
They were workshopping it here. Yeah, they were workshopping it.
Yeah, they definitely have never been to the South. That's like what I've learned from both this and the Sex and the City movie. They don't know anything about the
they
South
were
and
like,
Midwest.
what should we call the guy from Louisiana?
Lewis.
So she, of course, asks Lewis the hot burning question of the episode, how many great loves do you get? And he says, I mean, maybe one if you're lucky. He immediately is like, I actually really don't like New York, though. The garbage, the noise. I don't know how you put up with it. But yeah, he's complaining about how bad New York is. He hates it. And Carrie is like, okay, bye. No, thank you. So she gives him a salute and heads off. She says a while later that the past is an anchor holding us back and that we have to release it in order to get where we're meant to go. And we have this moment of her in her big cloak walking through Times Square. We see over on the side that Thoroughly Modern Millie was playing at this time, which is just, I know.
Yeah. And Unfaithful, Diane Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Finest hour.
Yes.
I know.
So this is a real, and the original Lilo and Stitch. As well. There's a lot going on here. So thus ends this episode. Final thoughts, everyone.
I think it's a beautiful note to end on. They're going to be relaunching their relationships as they go through the season. So I did really appreciate it being an episode where there were no like boyfriend drama. I mean, and there's Richard for Samantha, but they were broken up. Like it was focused on them being themselves, finding themselves, and how their friendship continues to grow.
Yeah. Thank you, John, for choosing this one. And
so
thank
wonderful.
you for joining us. This was
This was a dream
fun.
and a delight.
Where can people see more of you if they want to find you?
They can find me on TikTok at John Loos Wins or my website, johnlooscomedy.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. We had
my gosh.
such an amazing
You're both a
time.
delight.
Oh, this is so
thank
fun.
you. Please catch more of our Sex and the City original series recaps where we have amazing guests like John join us. We are also currently recapping the 3rd season of Euphoria. God help us. And then we've got lots of other fun treats of shows we've recapped on our YouTube channel. You can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram. Please comment your feelings, thoughts, and we will see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.